The Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, has for the third time in 2 weeks failed to appear in person before the Senate. The chief law officer, who was slated to appear before the upper legislative chambers on Wednesday to brief lawmakers on the spate of killings and alleged inhuman treatment of Senator Dino Melaye, refused to honor the invitation. The IGP had failed to show up on 2 previous occasions. He, however, sent his Deputy Inspector General, Operations, Habila Joshak, to represent him. Senate was not particularly pleased with the conduct of the IGP, bluntly refusing to entertain his representative and insisting that he returned on Wednesday to brief it in person. But to their disappointment, the IGP for the third time stayed away, and this time he did not bother to send a representation. Senate President Bukola Saraki, while announcing the IGP's absence, condemned the IGP's action while charging public office holders to work in the interest of the public. Senators who spoke expressed worry that the IGP's refusal to honor the Senate's invitation is an abuse of office, other than that the IGP lacks capacity to hold any political office.
What the IG is doing is not against the Senate. I think he's doing it against the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because he is the leader today of this country. If an appointee of the President, somebody within 1 second, or somebody, even the wife of the President, can even come out and announce that the President said IG should be sacked, who refuse to honor invitation of an institution which is the main institution that sees the democratic running of any democracy, I think it's unfortunate. Mr. President, it shows so many things. I think it is left now for this government to decide if they have an appointee that will re-establish the image of the country.
It is sad, it is inexcusable, it's unacceptable, it's condemnable, and it calls for immediate action. Now, this clearly explains one's lack of capacity to even serve in a position like that. I think this Senate will need to take a very, very serious action.
The Senate thereafter moved into a closed-door session to brainstorm on the way forward. After the closed-door session, which lasted for about 30 minutes, Senate President Bukola Saraki noted that the refusal of the IGP to appear before the Senate poses a great danger to democracy. The Senate resolved to declare the IGP as an enemy of democracy and unfit for public office.
The Senate, in a closed session, deliberated on the non-appearance of the IGP to the Senate in plenary after a series of invitations. The Senate noted that this, in our view, is a gross disrespect to the institution and constituted authority. The Senate also noted that its earlier refusal to appear before the investigative committee was overruled by a competent court of jurisdiction just in April of this year. The Senate therefore viewed this persistent refusal as a great danger to our democracy. Therefore, the Senate resolved to declare the IGP as an enemy of democracy and not fit to hold any public office within and outside Nigeria.
The failure of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, to appear before the Senate as summoned for the third time in 1 month has been described by senators as an insult to the integrity of the Senate and that of the nation at large. From the National Assembly, I am Osaruonamen Ibizugbe, ITV News, Abuja.